Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Disco Elysium with me, Bring It On. So we need to talk to Gart first about the phone line, I think.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
So the phone line is dead.
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
He shakes his head and adds, that's pretty strange. Yeah, that's pretty strange.
It's not strange, it's inconvenient.
Is it true that there was foul play?
Who told you that?
He wrinkles his nose. I never disclosed my sources. That would be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill. Yes?
Alright, then I want to see if there's a way to get to the roof so I can talk to that other woman who's up there smoking right now.
The door is closed. Still, the lieutenant gives you. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Let's try from the balcony. I don't think there's a way to get up there from the balcony, but... So it looks like it's an enclosed space with two doors. I have no idea how to get up there. I mean, it has to be from the second floor. I assume it's not in Kim's room. It'd have to be in her room, which we still don't have access to. Alright, so I think what we're going to do before we go talk to the Union is speak to some of the random pedestrians out on the street. So I'm interested in gaining more tasks if I can for some more easy experience. Because that one woman we spoke to outside the bookstore, she gave us a task for that cockatoo book. So if I can stock up on quests that I can just knock out as we go, why not? I'm gonna tell them what sort of insights they might have into the investigation as well. So we'll start with this guy. Never mind, we can't talk to him. There's two people down here, I think, though. They seem like the conversating type. The angriest man I know, Rene.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
The man says to his partner,
Honey, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
the other one is eating a big sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Should I ask what game it is first?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Better observe them first.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
The man throws a metal ball toward a smaller wooden ball in the sand, missing it by a meter.
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
He tries to measure the throw.
I hope you pass out from it. You goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Standing tall and proud, he looks at his partner with disgust.
Trying to throw something as close to a predetermined point as possible. Measuring. This must be the age-old game of petanque. Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing. They're old. You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already.
Wait, what team?
Doesn't matter what team. Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn ball.
I'm on it, coach.
Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
Alright, grab the ball and show them how it's done. Wait, why'd I lose? Why'd it reduce my chances of succeeding when I identified what the game was? I grab the ball and show them how it's done.
This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast.
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw.
The Jolly Man exclaims.
There are no two more harmful words an athlete can hear than good job. And this was downright embarrassing.
Hold on, why did it feel so wrong?
Your muscle memory knew what to do and went for it. But there were gaps.
Something about it was completely unnatural, corrupted.
Yeah, gaps you tried to fill with thinking. We don't think in sports. We do. It felt like you were going for a thrust or a lunge. There was definitely gonna be jumping. Maybe you scored a point, but this is a fiasco.
Yeah, the throw was terrible and you know it. No need to mock me. Well, yeah, I thought something way more spectacular would happen.
What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect pétanque throw.
His tone is full of admiration.
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
He shakes his head in extreme disdain. Perfect throw? Well, I still feel defeated.
Probably because those rooster pants are squeezing you senseless. Whatever happened to practical, durable, reverchol made? Now, what can I do for you?
He shakes his head.
Yes, officer. What do we need from this gentleman?
The lieutenant gives you a quick side glance. Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of Whirling in Rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
He shrugs. And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing. This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
The man nods. Does it have anything to do with all the bullet holes I've been seeing around?
Yes. It was left by heavy artillery fire.
He replies with a reluctant nod. Okay, it's a crater left by an artillery fire. But why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Wait, who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality.
The carabinier frowns. Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
He adds, squeezing a bull in his fist.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't, though. and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Why shell them here in Martinez?
Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
He says, pointing to the bay. The beachhead.
Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He nods, inspecting you with some disdain.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
He points to the northeast. Deathblow. Sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
He says, looking down at the soil.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Hold on. The coalition.
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil.
He grunts. Is that why everything is so bombed out?
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There's a strange gleam in his eyes.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
A dark shadow runs across his face.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
The jolly man remarks.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
He stops mid-sentence and turns to you.
Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one.
Yeah, foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains,
He looks down at his boots.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
He sighs.
This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Who was this Frissel?
Damn Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
The old veteran falls silent, massages his chest. You mentioned Guillaume.
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Exiled? Joyce said Guillaume ran and his nephew, Frissel, was shot in his place.
Commies didn't drive Guillaume out. He left when things got bad, and left Frissel to take the hit.
This is communard propaganda. Guillaume would never do something like that. He is Le Lion.
What exactly is a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already.
He then slowly nods and says to himself.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Is there anything you can tell me about this rifle? Hold out the antique firearm.
It's a Belle McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. accurate and reliable.
He says, taking the rifle.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
He adds, handing the rifle back. In the basement there, point at the bookshop.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away.
He looks at the building.
As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
He shrugs. What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud?
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
He catches your glance and nods.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
He adds, and he turns back to you.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Well, thank you for your time.
Kingdom of Conscience. The Kingdom of Conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of the coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on earth.
Moralist dialogue options heal +1 morale, a learning cap for volition and logic raised to 5.
Son, you've really let yourself go. It's a disgrace. But Coach Physical Instrument is going to get you back in prime condition, even if it takes 1,000,000 push-ups.
Coach Physical Instrument. Does that mean you'll call me a maggot and Nancy boy to motivate me?
Does a master swordsman insult his own blade? No. I'm going to turn you into an athletic benchmark, you big pussy.
Yes, sir. Forge me into organic steel, coach.
It's going to take blood, sweat, piss, and tears. But when I'm done with you, boy, you will be a master athlete.
Wait, YP?
When a man sets his mind and body on something and gives his 110%, he is sometimes going to piss himself. It just happens. No shame in that.
Let's do this, coach. I'm with you.
Behold, world. Here walks a sportsman, hands choked and hair kept back with a bandana. The Homo Athleticus.
Alright, so we have another thought. My student encyclopedia. So you're minding your own business, trying to get some detective work done, when suddenly a voice emerged from within you and told you you're a wuss, a namby-pamby, a sissy, and a limp jellyfish. This voice has zero gender sensitivity, even less sympathy for underwhelming athletic performance. Try to purposely make it mad. See if it teaches you something. Pretend you don't know the difference between a double and a single support phase in the discipline of hammer throw. It hates that. Still working on this one, jeez. Finished what, like 3 other ones since we started the 15th Indo tribe? What's this over here? Enormous bulls worthy of a real man. Okay. It's a bigger version of these. I mean, they're statues, but...
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
He takes a bite out of his sandwich.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, It's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
He turns to you. Tell me, what do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
He looks at the clouds, wistfully. Come on, you must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
He adds, smiling apologetically.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with your gauche caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
Reproach fills his eyes.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
His cheeks turn red.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
He assures you.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
The carabinier crosses his arms.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
His eyes are furious. How do you know Evrard?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
He says solemnly.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history, only heard about it years later when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The carabinier snaps at Gaston.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
The lieutenant lowers his voice.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Are you a Union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
His cheeks turn red again. In many ways.
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member.
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
His eyes fix on the bowls in the crater.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and René's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important.
He frowns.
I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
He continues. What are the little things you do for Evrard?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
He smiles. What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, thanks. That's all for now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
He nods, smiling wide.
Sure, officer. No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
What are the rules of this game?
Oh, the goal is to throw your bull. As close to the cochonnet as you can.
He holds out the orb.
That's the cochonnet.
He points to a small wooden ball in the middle of the crater. Interesting. Tell me more about it.
Well, first, you draw a circle about a half a meter in diameter. We made ours out of rope. Then, the order of play is determined by a coin toss. You win it. You get to throw the cochonnet.
He explains.
Then, the players aim to throw their bulls as close to the cochonnet as possible. They must stay in the circle and keep both feet planted.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Patong?
I could, but I'd rather not. I don't want to take up your time with trivial details, officer.
He smiles. I think I get it. Thanks, Gaston.
You'll put that knowledge to good use in 50 years. I'm sure of that, officer.
I don't like where this is going, officer. Don't you think we should do something else now?
No. I want to talk to him. I promise it won't be about Patong.
Hurry up then.
It looks delicious. Point to the sandwich. Can I have a bite of that?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
He says and quickly adds.
The only one you have.
Okay, I'm not that hungry anyway.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. You must have other business then?
He's visibly relieved. Alright, bye for now.
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Plus 1 XP for every orb clicked. Sounds pretty good. Intellect learning caps raised by 1. They told me I should go ask Joyce about it, so let's go do that.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I guess nothing. I'm not going to dig through all those dialogue options looking for the one about the thought. Maybe later after we do that task for her, or that favor. But in the meantime... let's go fiddle with this. I've been meaning to do this during the day.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. East Delta Commerce Center? This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
Andrew Orlando Hare, SCA.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Artemitep's boxing for young athletes in gym.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
24-hour window.
You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Emma's Fashion Atelier.
You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Fabrone's Taxi. The rest has been burned off.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
Slipstream SEA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
There's a woman's voice, crackling and fragile through the static.
Have order.
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
Hold on. Tricentennial Electrics. I thought I was calling Slipstream SEA.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice here.
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Do we know each other?
Michelle, just please.
She stops, and you can hear her breathe heavily. Her breath distorted by ancient static.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
She sounds like she's shaking. Hold on. Tell me what's going on. What did I do?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Hello?
She doesn't answer.
Hey, are you still there?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Lieutenant inspects the doorbell. Alright, it's a goodbye then. Hang up the call.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
28% chance. We haven't passed a check in like 2 episodes. I'm gonna try this again. Slipstream SEA.
No. Hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do.
Alright, Fortress Accident SCA.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident.
Revachol Ice City.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Main Hall, Building B. Whirling in Rags.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
East Delta Pinball. Entrance to Building B.
Silence. No one answers your call.
Empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
This button looks new. I wouldn't be surprised if it hasn't been connected yet. Is it the dice makers?
He takes a step back, inspecting the other names on the list. I'm interested in that that one call. I need to put a point into volition. I need to put points into a lot of stuff. We have a lot of checks to do. A lot of checks. So we do this favor for Joyce. The game does seem to be pushing us in that direction, saying we should do it so Joyce can tell us just how dangerous this job is actually going to be, or this case. A few people to talk to in this direction. Maybe we'll do that on our way to the Union, just to get it knocked out. We'll probably start with this check first, next episode, then speak to these 2 people. And continue our way eastward. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.